Let's talk about matrix multiplication. Now, typically this topic is taught in courses like Algebra 2, sometimes in Algebra 1, but more typically in second year algebra, courses like Algebra 2, college algebra, things like that. But matrix multiplication tends to confuse a lot of students. It's so easy to make an error. And what I'm going to do in this video is walk through an example and really break down the procedure to multiply matrices. But before we get started, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John, and I have been teaching middle and high school math for decades. And if you need help in math, come on over to my site, tcmathacademy.com. You can find a link to that in the description below. And if this video helps you out, or if you just enjoy this content, make sure to like and subscribe, as that definitely helps me out. Okay, so one more time, if you've had difficulty with matrix multiplication, I can assure you, you are not alone. But I'm going to break down exactly how to multiply matrices right now. Now, here's the deal. When you want to multiply two matrices together, you have to check first whether in fact you can. But we can't even understand how to check to see if two matrices can be multiplied together if we don't have a way to basically describe a matrix. And the way we describe a matrix is by its size, and specifically its rows and columns. So this way, when you look at a matrix, these are the rows, and this would be the first row, row 1. This is the second row, row 2, and then we have columns right here. So this is column 1, this is column 2. So again, we're going to describe a matrix by its rows and columns. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix right here, 2 rows, 2 columns, and then this one right here is also a 2 by 2 matrix. All right, so again, you can have all different sorts of matrix size, 4 by 1, 3 by 2, doesn't make a difference. So first things first you have to size up your matrices, and then you have to say, okay, can I multiply them together? And this is what you have to check. All right, so if you want to multiply two matrices, you got to first check to see whether in fact they can be multiplied. And the way you do that is the column. Remember, a 2 by 3, for example, would be what? 2 rows by 3 columns. So you'd have 2 rows here, 3 columns right there. And we want to multiply this by a 3 by 2, which is a matrix that would look something like this: 3 rows and 2 columns. You might be saying, or that's 3 columns, 2 columns right there. You might be saying, well, I don't know, can you multiply this by this by this? Well, we have to check. So rows and columns. So the column of the first has to match the row of the second. Okay, so in other words, if these two numbers right here are the same, that indicates that indeed you can multiply these two matrices, and the answer is going to be the following. It's going to be the rows and columns. So you're going to take the row of the first and the column of the second. This is going to be the size of the answer. So if you multiply a 2 by 3 by a 3 by 2, your answer is going to be a 2 by 2 square matrix. So pretty interesting on how this works. So you don't know, you just can't assume, oh, these two matrices can or cannot be multiplied. You got to check, the rows and columns, and then kind of see what the size of the answer is going to be. Now, in our case, we have a 2 by 2 being multiplied by 2 by 2. So obviously, these are equal, and our answer is going to be another 2 by 2. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into the procedure on how to multiply, because this is where people get confused. And, even though the procedure is not that difficult, it's very easy to make an error because, basically you're doing a lot of arithmetic. You got to stay highly focused. And this particular problem, the entries here are nice, lovely little integers. But in more challenging problems, you could have fractions, positive, negative fractions. It can get much more exciting than this. Okay, so here is how we actually multiply matrices. All right, you're going to use the rows of the first matrix, and you're going to use the columns of the second matrix. Now let's talk about the position of a matrix. Okay, in other words, the entries of a matrix. So this position right here, we would describe this as being in the location of row 1 and column 1. Okay, this is row 1, column 1. Here, this is what? We're still in row 1, but we're in column 2. Down here, this is row 2, column 1, and then over here, row 2, column 2. Now these row 1s, column 2, the location is going to determine which rows and columns we're going to use. So how do we calculate row 1, column 1? Well, we're going to use the first row, row 1 here, and column 1 of the columns, okay? So remember, we'll always use the rows of the first and the columns of the second. So to get the answer here, row 1, column 1, this position, we have to use row 1, column 1. Okay, so how do we actually get the answer? Well, you're going to do this. You're going to start, and this is going to go for the rows, you're going to go from left to right, and for the columns, you're starting down. I'm sorry, you're going to start from the top going down, okay? So we're going to multiply these entries like this, and then we're going to scoot over to the right and scoot down and keep going until we run out of numbers. All right, so this is the way this works. Okay, so we're going to start right here, 1. Now, before we continue on, if you want to get better at math, you definitely can, but the key is to find a teacher that gives you clear and understandable instruction. So hopefully you like my teaching style, and if you do, if you're like, yes, I think I can learn from you, well, then you will love my full main math courses. So you can find the links to all of these courses in the description, but they include basic math, pre-algebra, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, pre-calculus, and a ton of specialized test prep math courses. Okay, so again, don't give up if you're having a tough time in math. I can definitely help you out. So you can check out the links to all these courses in the description. So let's get back to the video. And we're going to multiply it by the column. So 1 times 5 is what? Well, that's 5, right? So we're going to write this down. What we're doing here is calculating the actual value for row 1, column 1. So again, we're using row 1, column 1. So we're going to multiply these numbers, and then once we're done with that, we're going to add, and we're going to scoot over. We're going to add this product to the next set of numbers. So we're going to go over to the right and go down 1. So this is going to be 3 times 2. So 1 times 5 plus 3 times 2. And then if we had more numbers, obviously we would keep going. But once we're all done, we get the answer to this little calculation, and we put it right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the fun part of this problem, which of course is actually calculating out the answer. Okay, so remember we have a 2 by 2 and we have another 2 by 2, so we know the answer is going to be a 2 by 2. We always have to know in advance the size of our matrix, and then of course we have our various positions. So let's go ahead and calculate out row 1, column 1. So again, we're going to use the rows of the first and the columns of the second. So row 1, column 1 is going to be this. All right, so we're going to go 1 times 5. We write that right here in row 1, column 1, plus we're going to move over 3 times 2. Okay, so 1 times 5 plus 3 times 2 is what? 5 plus 6 is 11. So you can see, and then we kind of scroll down here, that our answer for row 1, column 1 is 11. All right, 1 times 5 times 3 times 2. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And now let's go ahead and quickly run through the rest of these, as you can always pause the video and kind of see what's going on. Let's do row 1, column 2. Okay, now we know the answer is 13, so we're going to use row 1, the first row, right? This is row 1, but we're going to use the second column right here. Okay, so we're going to have 1 times 1 is 1, plus 3 times 4 is what? That's going to be 12, so 1 plus 12 is 13. Okay, so row 2, column 2, we'll use this row 2, column 1 right there. Matter of fact, let me kind of erase all this so we don't get too confused. And you can see probably already like, oh, wow, yes, Mr. YouTube Math Man, I can see how people make a lot of mistakes here. Okay, so row 2, column 1, that'll be this answer right here. So 0 times 5 plus negative 2 times 2. Let's go and see the work there. All right, so 0 times 5 plus negative 2 times 2. And you always kind of want to do it this way as well. So this would be 0 plus negative 4, which of course is negative 4. And then our last entry, row 2, column 2, we have to use 0, negative 2, and 1, 4, right? So 0 times 1 plus negative 2 times 4. And let's go and write that down. 0 times 1 plus negative 2 times 4. This is 0, this would be negative 8, and there you go. Now, if you need additional help in advanced math, check out these courses right here. So these courses, Algebra 2 and College Algebra, These are effectively the same level of mathematics. So whether you take my Algebra 2 or College Algebra course, you're going to get the same material. Now, if you are further along in math and you need to study like advanced trigonometry and other topics, then check out my pre-calculus course. All right, so I'm going to leave links to all these courses in the description of this video. And with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.